So this thing has been around for a while, right? Ultimate Ears, they've been doing this boom speaker, different versions of it for a really long time. In fact, this was one of the first Bluetooth speakers I featured on the channel once upon a time. Well, not this version, not the new version of it, the original, and then some of the variations that existed at that point in time. Crazy popular Bluetooth speaker. You've seen this brand all over the place. You're gonna catch it at Best Buy. You're of course gonna see it on Amazon. And they just were able to produce a pretty nice amount of sound given the form factor. And from a design perspective, they're pretty nice looking in my opinion. This is a new version from them. They're calling it MyBoom 3. They're still claiming 360 degree true and balanced sound. So they've got this cylindrical design. I'm sure you've seen one of these things popping around a barbecue, in a backyard, something along those lines. There's one button to kind of control everything. So anyone reaching out for it can figure out what to do with it. If you need to pause it, like to have a conversation, answer a phone call or something, there's this big button on the top that's going to behave that way. Here's another cool feature, Party Up. You can pair 2 speakers for stereo sound. So you could just sort of amplify what you're listening to if you have more than one of these. And you can do up to 150 plus. What? Certainly you could imagine 3 or 4. I don't know. You're in a college dorm and it's a popular speaker. You're having a party for the whole floor and you're like, hey man, bring those ones. And now you got a bigger stereo. It's kind of cool. 15 hours of battery life. They say it's got durable fabric, customizable, drop proof. I don't know about proof. They also say waterproof, IP67. I'd say resistant. One more time. Let's see what color we got, because typically these things come in different colors. They've always had this cool artwork on the packaging as well. Whoa, we got a camo pattern. Oh baby, that's cool. Gigantic buttons on here for volume. Part of the success of this product is the fact that it's so easy to interact with. It's got this loop on it so you could attach it to something if you want to. It says Unbox Therapy on it. It's customized. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, yours is not gonna say that. This is what they're calling the magic button, play, pause, and of course advanced tracks. And then there's also an LED light for power as well. So 150 bucks for a selection of 7 different colors, or you can pay 30 extra bucks and customize the color to whatever you want. Thousands of colors to choose from. So personalization of your Bluetooth speaker, that's pretty cool. Now look at the size of this thing. It's like a, it's like a beverage can or something. Now, unfortunately, it's a micro USB. It is not Type-C, but there is an LED indicator there. Now, the cables they include, I always like them. This is the one upside, even though I criticize the micro USB connector. The type of cable they give you is foolproof. So even though this connector is somewhat flimsy, like on PlayStation controllers, I hate this connector on PlayStation controllers. For this particular device, the way that it fits in there, since it's recessed, so it's protected because it's recessed, and therefore if it gets yanked or something, it's not gonna put all the pressure on the connector itself. So if you're gonna go micro USB, you have a nice cable like this. It's flat too, so it's not gonna get all scrambled up. It does, and of course you have
download the Boom
trademark sound effects
to experience all of the features of your speaker.
Now there's an app that goes with it, which makes it easier to pair this thing up with other devices. There's a couple of other extra features, but in practice, in most cases, people just connect to this like any other Bluetooth device and get to the party. So that's the way I'm going to connect to it. It's a funny thing with these speakers. It's always a benefit drawback thing with portability versus sound. You try to figure out like what is the optimal trade-off. This, I think for a lot of people, fits right in the groove. As far as music's concerned, this is where Kirk tells me to shout out his boy. You see that volume control is working on the slider? Let's get the volume all the way. They say 360 sound, of course, is a little bit less sound coming out the back if you spin it around, but like it's most of the way 360, pretty similar volume in each direction. I almost forgot, because I've used these products in the past, they do sell accessories that utilize this on the bottom here for little docking type setups, where it could charge on the dock, so you always have it charged and ready to go. I mean, what's the worst thing? You're on your way out, you need the Bluetooth speaker, it's not charged because you didn't have it plugged in. What can I say about this particular product? I mean, look, there's a reason that you see it everywhere, and it's not just the fact that it shows up inside of Best Buy. It has to be a decent product. and they keep on sort of iterating without fully changing the thing. They're kind of implementing the don't broke, ain't broke, don't do it, don't fix it, don't strategy. I can imagine this being very popular. I think it does strike that balance for portability and sound. It's loud enough for a party. It's not gonna knock your face off. It ain't no DVLA $3,000 speaker. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But it's not meant to be. It's meant to be a simple user interface that everybody can understand and a speaker that you're willing to take with you. That's the key. If you don't have it with you, it ain't much of a party.